everyone. This is Lorena Java reporting the topic School District Consolidation. Does size matters? Before we start, let us see the latest news about school district consolidation. What's the latest? If you browse the internet about school district consolidation, you will have a hit of about 3 million results. Even in YouTube, you will also have about 20,000 results, and you will expect a continuous increase of these numbers for the next few months or years. What this implies is that this has been an ongoing issue since decades of years ago. Some of these latest articles for 2014 includes Vermont, Orangeburg, Berkshire, Illinois, and Hunterdon. What do these articles have in common? They talk about the following: money, cost, savings, budgets, small districts into large districts, transportation, community reactions from parents, teachers, and local administrators. Some agrees, some opposes, and student achievement. Bottom line, these issues is all about money. What is consolidation? According to Act 90 of 1994 in Pennsylvania, consolidation means the elimination of existing governmental entities and creation of new governmental entities. According to an article by Howley et al. Of 2011, in education, the term usually refers to combining districts and closing schools and sending students from the closed schools to other schools or building a new and larger school. To better understand this issue, let us take a look at this video.
School consolidation means closing some small schools and combining those students in larger schools, often meaning longer commutes for kids. These headlines tell the story of West Virginia's school consolidation effort. Broken promises, record-long bus rides. On the other hand, consolidation supporters say it saves money.
No matter what your heart tells you, your head and your pocket tells you that you have to live within your means.
Arkansas Governor Mike Huckabee says school consolidation is the answer to balancing his state's budget and complying with a court order to provide better education funding. He's proposing that the 234 small school districts in his state, most of them rural, consolidate their high schools.
There's going to be a homework assignment on the board also when you get done.
He says this will improve education quality and save his state about $240 million a year. But consolidation opponents say the real issue is better training for teachers and improving the curriculum, not moving kids out of their schools.
The major arguments for consolidation are that you get much more diverse curriculum, many more courses, and that it saves money. And the fact of the matter is that neither of those are true.
Jimmy Cunningham agrees. He's superintendent in a 300-student school district. He says shipping kids to bigger schools is not the answer. Improving all schools is.
Parents choose to live where they live for a reason. They want their kids to go to small schools. Some want them to go to large schools. That's fine. But give the parents opportunities.
But Governor Huckabee says school districts can individualize the way they consolidate.
Keep your campus, keep your basketball team. Let the kids go in the morning to this campus for college prep classes and maybe in the afternoon to core classes, or let the teacher move back and forth instead of transporting the students.
With the pro-consolidation forces proposing to shut down schools to save money, and the opponents saying consolidating schools are no bargain, children find themselves in the middle, and the quality of education rests in the balance.
So what is wrong with small school districts? Small school districts have unnecessary costs because they lack economies of scale. There are lots of reasons why small districts are more expensive than larger districts. For one, small districts often have small schools, and small schools can have higher overhead costs. It is not too hard to imagine that running a school with only 100 students is more expensive than running one with 600 students. The issue, in short, is economies of scale, which economists define as factors that cause the average cost of producing something to fall as the volume of its output increases. Another issue is that small districts often still have to provide their students with a full array of course offerings, even if there are fewer students. This can mean, for example, hiring a chemistry teacher for only four chemistry students. This problem is highlighted in a state such as Colorado, where school districts have on average an overall teacher to student ratio of 1 to 16. But for the state's small, non-remote districts, the teacher to student ratio is 1 to 12. Problems with large-scale systemic consolidation. Over the years, there have been a number of issues with systemic district consolidation. First, the approach in most states has been a one-size-fits-all method that ignores significant variation. Age of buildings, the size of the community, the density of the surrounding area, and the capacity of the surrounding towns and cities all play a role in whether consolidation eventually makes districts more or less productive after the reform. Logistics also plays a role, and for consolidation to be successful, district needs to be geographically compatible. In a number of cases, consolidation has led to increased costs because of larger transportation costs and the need for capital construction to accommodate the new district. Similarly, consolidation has also been found to negatively impact housing prices in some areas. The density of districts also can make a significant difference with regards to cost and the potential savings of consolidation. Put differently, if a school district is spread out over a large area, it will have a harder time consolidating with another district. Another issue is community cohesiveness. A few studies have found that district consolidation has appeared to tear the social fabric of the community. As one study of a Pennsylvania school district concluded, one thing is certain: arguments about district organization, they about consolidation, homeschooling, or charter schools within districts, do not turn only on issues of money, as advocates on both sides are wont to maintain. They depend upon values and experiences communities collectively bring to deliberations about school district organization. Many districts, parents, and other community leaders oppose consolidation for this reason. They believe that the culture and the community of their local area schools will be destroyed by the effort to combine districts. A new approach to thinking about district size. In many ways, the real problem is not the district size. The real problem is the nation's system for managing districts. The current approach to district governance lacks an outcomes focused set of practices and programs that ensure the dollars are well spent. Take online learning. It can be used to help smaller districts get services or learning opportunities that they might not be able to otherwise afford. Many states, however, use seat time requirements, which mandate that students spend a certain amount of time in a physical classroom setting and thus limit the ability of schools to end district. Blended learning, using both online and classroom approaches. Such initiatives will need to be implemented carefully in order to gain cost savings. Student-based budget managing, in which school leaders are given responsibility for and autonomy over their budget, and thus are both empowered and held accountable for making the best resource decisions for their schools. Cooperative purchasing agreements. The sharing of services across the district is an approach that is being used in Colorado and in places such as Western New York. These cooperatives are called Boards of Cooperative Educational Services, which serve essentially as the central business and operations office for the members' district. It also serves as the administrative hub overseeing human resources, transportation, accounting, insurance, food services, purchasing, informational technology, and other feasible functions for member districts. There are other options as well that might help reduce at least some of the cost. Conclusion. In the end, size matters, and the continued existence of small, non-remote school districts may represent $1 billion in lost cost every year, money that could and most certainly should be put to better use. States, districts, and policymakers need to think of better ways to support these school districts and recognize that an educational system designed 200 years ago may no longer be the right system today.